and I've got to put myself in a party chat real quick. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming some Fatal Bullet. It's late at night, but yeah, this time I'll do some Fatal Bullet. I just don't really feel like going back to Royal yet. That'll be some other time. It won't have to wait too long though. But yeah, I decided just go ahead and start a new file on Fatal Bullet. Get back into the game a little bit. And see what else there is since the last update that they ever released for the game, which I'm pretty sure was the last one that they're gonna do for the game permanently. So yeah. Plus I have every single DLC except for the expansion, so yeah, I'll just play the base game anyway. And then run through the DLC, which is shit. But yeah. But yeah, this game, like, I don't know, there was just something about it that grabbed me in the beginning, cause my history with SEO, I've repeated myself so many times before. But with Fatal Bullet, it was the game that would finally set the SEO games in the GGO universe, and I was excited. That's why I pre-ordered it and whatnot. And I do kind of regret pre-ordering it, but at the same time I don't. But then obviously later on I traded it in and then got it back. But yeah, it's an alright game if you give it the chance, to be honest. It's not the best, of course, but I think it's decent. Like, I'd say it's at least a 7 out of 10. Well, 7.5. Now that everything's been fixed and all that. I do like the character creation system. Well, I won't lie there, it is pretty decent for what it is, even though a lot of it's presets, which did turn me off a little bit. But thankfully, with all the updates that they added way later on after the game came out, they added more stuff to the character customization, more preset options, so you could really differentiate your character a little bit more. But most of those options would still make you look like a character that's already in the game or when the DLC packs or whatever. So yeah, I just hate when video games do that shit, where it just feels like you're just creating a clone of a character instead of your own. But that's what Fatal Bullet is for character creation. But at least there's some stuff to it where you can kind of differentiate a little bit. But they did add some good mechanics for the gameplay and whatnot, the combat, all that stuff. The music was pretty kick-ass too, not gonna lie, especially the opening track. One of my most favorite tracks in the SEO games, honestly. I mean, you could consider me an SEO fan, but for the games. The anime, not so much. And I haven't seen Alicization yet, so I can't speak on anything for that. But I will say that, in general, the games are pretty fun of SEO, the SEO games. SEO Holofragment or Re-Holofragment, whichever version you want to go with. It was pretty good. Not too great, obviously. I mean, the graphics were kind of shit, though. The textures weren't too great, but that was the first SEO game. But the thing is, it was a 2014 game. It was Re-Holofragment, which is weird, but at the same time, it's not too weird because, well, it did start out on the Vita, so that's why some of the stuff looked weird carrying over to PS4. But once I purchased that game, I was hooked. I just remember being hooked. I love the combat, dude. It felt like a game I would continue playing on and on. And it was around the time when I was still getting into SEO a little bit more and more. And I don't know, I kind of fell in love with the Game Line series instead of the anime series. I just fell in love with the games instead because they had some really great mechanics going into each game. Like Hollow Fragment, I couldn't find too many great game mechanics. There was some stuff like the switch mechanic, where you do like a specific attack and then call for a switch, and then you'd switch attacking positions and whatnot with the other character. I thought that was a pretty cool mechanic that they did in those games, in Hollow Fragment and Realization. Lost Psalm and Excel World versus SAO, those two I'd say are my favorite go-tos out of the SAO games. Actually, no, not Lost Psalm. Realization and Excel World versus SAO. Those two are my go-tos for SAO games. Mainly because their mechanics I love. Especially in Hollow Realization, you had so much more depth. You had a lot more variety of what to do. The missions were pretty cool. The enemy designs were a lot better than the ones before it. And in general, the character creation system in that game wasn't too bad, even though it was mostly carbon copy of of Hollow Fragment. Realization did add some more stuff to the character creation system for the SEO games. Shit. Character system? Yeah, okay. But yeah, Hollow Realization I think was a pretty good game, and I can't wait to see what they do with Alicization Lycerus, the new SEO game that's coming out. But hopefully they don't tie that game's storyline to the actual mainline story of the SEO game series, because supposedly the Alicization Lycerus is supposed to be a part of the anime story instead of the game story, which I'm hoping is the case, and that they don't tie the two things together. Otherwise, that's gonna make things really confusing, and they're gonna bring in like a whole bunch of the characters from the games to the anime, which how would they even work that out? Like, it'd be too late at that point to introduce more characters in the anime. They might as well just stick with what they got and finish it off. But yeah, I just hope that they don't fuck up the story in Lycerus, because honestly, if they tie that game's story to the mainline game story of the actual SEO games instead of Lycerus, then that's just no. They have to keep it in line with the anime. They can't just connect the two stories like that. They have to be their own separate paths, because Hollow Fragment branched off from the anime storyline at that point when they were at that one floor fighting Akihiko Kayaba, when he was in that avatar form or whatever, fighting them. They took off from there after they defeated him, and they continued onward, trying to reach the 100th floor. That was in a Hollow Fragment, and that's when they had newer characters like Philia coming in, and then Xenon came in early at that point in that game. So yeah, I don't think they should connect the two storylines, the game storyline with the Lycerus storyline. They shouldn't connect those. I really hope they don't. That's what's gonna be the deciding factor for me. Like, well, not really, but I don't know. It'll just be a little odd if they connect those two storylines, because at this point, the two series of SEO, the games and the anime, they have their own storyline, and if they use Alicization Lycerus to connect both of those, it could be cool in a way, but at the same time it mess up a lot of the lore that the games have and the lore of the anime and whatnot. So yeah, that's where I'm concerned for Alicization Lycerus. But other than that, I think I'm pretty excited for Lycerus in terms of the gameplay. I think it looks pretty cool. I've also heard that it's gonna have Avatar creation system, aka character creation system, whatever the hell you want to call it at this point. Hopefully it'll be good, just like Hollow Realization and Fatal Bullet. Hopefully you actually have some options that you can make of your own instead of having to choose prefets like presets or whatever. Like you can, hopefully you can actually structure your own character's face your own way instead of having to choose from a preset. I hope they do it like that, but they probably won't because it's Bandai Namco we're talking about. But yeah. But I think that out of all the SEO games, I feel like I've really enjoyed a lot of them, like all of them basically, to an extent. Hollow Fragment, obviously the weakest one, not gonna lie. It wasn't bad though. It was a good starting point, but it's not the best. Plus the graphics were really, really bad. It's more of a Vita game than a PS4 game, to be honest. Or a PS3 game, even. Surprised they haven't actually brought it to Switch, though. But, then, Lost Song, that was the true turning point for me, where I began just getting into the SEO games a lot more. That continued onward with, Lost Song, and so, then what game really sucked me in was Hollow Realization. I got sucked into that game like real quick. Just got wrapped around its finger. And I ended up meeting these guys, whatever, one of them, just a random player, just like do one after that. But one of them was a modder, and he gave me and the other guy that I was playing with in the online lobby or whatever, modded weapons and Hollow Realization, and we went ham, grinded XP on the one mission that we kept doing over and over so we could get even more XP and a bunch of shit like that. But it was a really, really crazy time, honestly. I don't know, man, those, like, that game, Hollow Realization, that's the one that sucked me in the most. If I had to pick one. If I had to pick one SAO game that sucked me in the most, it's gotta be Hollow Realization. And honestly, I think that's one of the best SAO games that's ever been made, out of all of them. My second most favorite is obvious, well, not my second. My most favorite is Excel World versus Sword Art Online, mainly because there's a lot more characters to play as instead of just playing as Kirito. But you do have that cost of not being able to make your own character, but I can deal with that. Now, my most favorite game of the SEO games, Excel World versus Sword Art Online, and then Hollow Realization, Fatal Bullet, Lost Song, and then Fragment, Hollow Fragment. But yeah, there's just it's really interesting stuff with the SEO games, and I hope that they turn out well with the new one that's coming up, Lycerus, as I mentioned earlier. And it seems to have some really, really great combat, just like in Hollow Realization, but it seems to be improved on in some of the areas of it. And so that has me really hyped for it, and I can't wait to see how that is. Hopefully they put out a demo for it. If not, then I'll have to buy the game to figure it all out. But I won't be paying that $60, nor am I gonna pre-order it. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens, see if I'll be into it or not. And I just realized I have this shit on extreme difficulty. God fucking damn it. But yeah, I honestly do love the SEO games a lot. They're near and dear to my heart. Even if some of them are shit, like Fatal Bullet, sometimes. Fatal Bullet isn't too bad, as a lot of people said. And I even gave it a 7 out of 10 because that's the score I believed in for it. But at the time, the loot system was still shit, even after a whole year after the game's release, the loot system was still shit. The mechanics weren't working too great. Actually, no, it wasn't the mechanics. It was the leveling system. The material grinding was too goddamn tedious. And yeah, but those problems got fixed later on a little more after the game's lifespan went on a little more and updates came out and whatnot. And then they finally fixed those issues. And when I heard that from my buddy Ken from the Payday 2 streams that I did before, then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out on Xbox and see how that is. I kind of got the feel for it again. But when I did share play through PS4 with Ken, he hooked me up, had me play the game a little bit by myself with his character through share play, and I noticed that they really did go back and fix the game a little bit for fucking finally after how long of waiting. And you know what? I can't do this shit. We need to leave this shit. Because I am out of ammo. And I am fucked. If I stay. I need to get out of here. I still defeated some enemies though, so that's good. But yeah, when I noticed that they hadn't fixed some of the issues I had with Fatal Bullet, such as the leveling system, the material grinding and whatnot, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get back to this game. I'm not gonna abandon it like I almost did. And so, I came back to it, and I have a lot more fun with it now. Plus, it's Fatal Bullet, a game that I'd been waiting for a while, since I first began playing the SAO games, starting with Hollow Fragment. And I had been wanting, like, when the SAO games set in the GGO universe, and we had finally gotten that, and I was so happy. And the character creation system, even if it's full of presets, it does have some good things going for it. Like, the hairstyles are pretty cool. The textures on the character models and the hairstyles and whatnot look very nice and bright, and they have that really unique art style to them. Well, I shouldn't say too unique because they'll say, oh. But if you can see my character right here, you'll notice that the hair kind of has that like shiny texture to it with the line work. I like that look a lot. That's one thing I always love about the hairstyles, or the look of the hair in this game for your character. It just looks really unique, because the texturing and the line work of the art style and whatnot, it looks great. That I will always praise Fatal Bullet for. Its textures and whatnot, great. Its combat, not too bad. But stuff like the looting system and whatnot, like I mentioned earlier, weren't too great at first when the game had just launched. And not to mention the leveling system kinda took a bit sometimes. But that was just dependent on what difficulty you played. So it didn't really matter too much. You just had to make sure you chose the right difficulty. But it was still a little bit of an issue if you were on normal difficulty. And especially on easy difficulty, because, well, that's easy difficulty. You're not gonna get too much EXP through easy difficulty, but I did like the fact that you could actually team up as your own character with multiple other characters in the game and see some returning characters, like some of my favorites like Yuki, Philia, Straya, Rain. I love a lot of the SAO characters in the games, not gonna lie. And some of them are pretty cool. You also get like characters from GGO like Dyne, and yeah, they did a pretty good job with some of the stuff in Fatal Bullet. And as I said, when I kept playing through the game, they had done some updates for it. They fixed some of the issues that people had, and now that I'm playing it even more again, well, getting back to it here in 2020 and whatnot during the whole fucking COVID-19 shit. Um, it does feel like it got better, definitely. It doesn't feel like everything just felt like shoehorned in or like broken or anything like that. It actually feels like they went back and fixed some of the issues I had. But shit, how much money do I have left? Okay, that much, okay. 26,000 credits. I don't know if that's enough, but we'll see. But yeah, I honestly think that there's a lot of stuff in this game that really drew me in, or had me drawn in. Like, I was interested in the music a lot, and it's still killer. I love the music of the SEO games, no matter what. Even the anime had some great tracks. Um, there's the character creation systems always struck me, and it like character creation systems in general in video games I love. I just wish that some games improved on them instead of just doing the same thing over and over, or just cutting back a bit or not doing anything at all, like Lost Psalm. But that's for another time. But yeah, like character creation systems, I've always loved having them in games. They just let you make your own character in any way possible, even if you're limited in some aspects, like Fate Bullet had, or some of the LCO games in general had some limitations for character creation, but they still managed to let the player make their own character in a way, even if you looked like a clone of Silica or whoever else half the fucking time, which pissed me off a lot, not gonna lie. That's one of the reasons why the review I did for the game wasn't like a 8 or higher or anything like that. That's why it was a 7 instead. Actually, no, I gave the game initially a 6, but when I include the DLC, it's a 7. That's what I meant, yeah. But with everything being fixed, I'd say it's a 7.5. Not quite an 8. It's still got some glaring issues, such as the character creation. It's always gonna be the way it is, though. It's Bandai Namco, I know. But still, it's bullshit that I have to look like a fucking clone. I mean, look, you got the fucking outfit for Yuki. You got Yui's outfit. Like, oh my god, why does she have to be in the game? Seriously, just someone fucking shoot Yui, honestly. She doesn't need to exist in the game at all. Worst character ever. She's the one who ruined everything. But I won't deny that the outfits in each game were pretty cool. They gave each character a different kind of outfit, like how they're doing again with Lysaris. I love it when they change the character designs and their outfits and whatnot. I love it when games do that for each um, game in this series. Like with FCL, you got some really cool outfits for Fate Bullet. They didn't just go back through some of the drawing boards and whatnot and use one of the outfits from there, from like the anime or whatever. They changed things up and got their own unique outfits for each character to have as new outfits, because this is another game in the series moving the story forward and whatnot, and it fits the theme of the game too. They always make sure to have the outfits fit the theme of the game perfectly. That's one thing I really love about the SEO games, that they each and every time change the outfits of the characters. Hall of Fragment has some okay ones. Lost Zone changed things up with those ones. Like, there was a Hollow Realization, that's when it really started happening. They, kinda did it but not really for. No, I don't think they did really for XL World versus Sword of the Line. Well, yeah, now that I think about it, they didn't really change the outfits too much, depending on which game you've played. But some outfits did look pretty cool in each game, not gonna lie. And in Fable, I love the Fable outfits, honestly. They look great. Like, Asuna is pretty cool. Silka is pretty cool too. I kind of like the skirt part and whatnot. Kind of matches with the top piece very well. Xenon's I like. It's just that I kind of like her GDO outfit better instead of her Fable outfit. But it's still pretty good nonetheless. Elizabeth's is a little lacking, not gonna lie. But it kind of fits in a way because of her role in the games and whatnot. Leaf is just, I think it's alright. It's just, I don't know. Yui's is kind of cute though, I'm not gonna lie. It's just that I don't like the character of Yui. And then Yuki's I love Yuki's. It's got a lot of different colors going on here. You got the red, the black, and then the purple. They did a great job with that design there. And yeah, then you got obviously get the 2 DLC outfits of Asuna and Kirito. Like every fucking game they do that for. Even in God Eater they did that shit. And by God Eater I mean God Eater 2 Rage Burst. They have a DLC in that game where they actually take Asuna and Kirito's outfits from the original SEO game that they were stuck in during that time of their anime or series or whatever. They took those 2 outfits, the Black Swordsman outfit and Knights of the Bullet Oath outfit. They took those 2 outfits and put them in God Eater 2 as DLC. But yeah, like those 2 outfits in general, I just grew to hate them. Kirito's more so. I don't know, there's just something about it I don't like. Asuna's though, I've always appreciated it. It's just that it's kind of gone downhill a little bit for me. But yeah, but I just came here to buy ammo, not talk about outfits for too long. Could I fast travel yet? Okay, good, I can. But yeah, the SEO games were always pretty interesting to me. And if it wasn't for my buddy Adrian, my buddy here on PlayStation, if he hadn't told me about Holofragment that day when I was playing DC Universe Online on PlayStation Network, I probably wouldn't have checked out the SEO games that often. I would have just seen them on store shelves every time I'd go to the store, like GameStop or something. But once I played Holofragment, I went ham. I didn't play too often. I never put too much time into it. But when I played that game, I was hooked. And I had an interest in the series, honestly. That's why I still talk about LCL from time to time, because I actually really do think that there was some great potential in each game that they had. Except for specific points, which Fate Bullet, Lost Psalm, and Holofragment. They had some points that were like not too great, but they still held up alright. It's just that, well, Fate Bullet, I like Fate Bullet a lot. It's just that it's kind of hard for me to enjoy it a lot because of the issues that it had. And like, the graphics were always great. I was happy with the new Fate Bullet graphics. The textures look great, the lighting looked really nice, and yeah, just being able to play in the GTA world with guns and everything, that's what I wanted from the SEO games, and we had finally gotten that. And when I picked up that copy of the game from GameStop, wrapped in plastic, holding it in my hands. That was a beautiful day. It was a Friday, I remember. It was a Friday, the day of release in the West of the game. And I had picked it up from GameStop. I was walking out in that parking lot, out onto the sidewalk to walk home, to turn that corner. I was holding it in my hands. And I was happy. We had finally gotten an SAO game set in the Gun Gale Online world. And I still enjoy the game even now. With the improvement updates and whatnot, they had fixed this game, and I think it's definitely worth the purchase now. Even the complete edition, which contains everything, the base game, all of its DLC, the new updates, obviously, the expansion and all that stuff. I still have yet to get the expansion, but I honestly love this game. Well, the SEO games in general, but yeah. And hello, whoever just tuned in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I might also get my ass kicked, but I have no idea. But yeah, SEO games I've always been either hit or miss sometimes. It's just, I don't know, it depends on preference for me nowadays. But I've enjoyed the SEO games a lot. Long story short, I'd say the SEO games are definitely worth checking out. Even if you're not going to be playing some of them for too long or put too much time into them, I'd say they're still definitely worth checking out. Definitely Excel World versus SEO, that one, my most favorite out of all of them, especially in terms of story and characters and whatnot. Excel World versus SEO, I love that. That was complete fan service for me because I love Excel World so much, and for them to add that collaboration game, that was fucking awesome. Hall of Realization, also really fucking awesome. And then Fatal Bullet I put after that. Lost Zone, you could probably just play Excel World versus SEO and not worry about Lost Zone, to be fair. And Hollow Fragment, I'd say that's probably dead in the water by now, not gonna lie. But the SEO games have grown. They've got a lot of games pushed out. Actually, I think they pushed them out yearly, I think. Starting with Hollow Fragment, I don't remember which one they started out pushing out each game yearly with. Because I know that they just began pushing out yearly. Fatal Bullet came out in 2018. If I remember correctly, 2018, yeah. That was also the year Spider-Man came out. Great game as well. Fuck, who wants to compose my partner? Cause fuck Kirito. You know what? Shit. You know, I need a healer. Silica, wait, are you a healer? Shit, I don't remember the role icons that well. But yeah, I need to fucking go back to base first. But yeah, SEO games I'd say are pretty fucking awesome and pretty enjoyable. My top 3, Excel World versus SEO, Hall of Realization, and Fatal Bullet. I'd say check them out if you're interested, if you like the anime or not enjoy the anime too much. If you don't enjoy the anime too much but still want to see what SEO has to offer, then check out the games. If you enjoy the music of SEO, you'll definitely fit right in with the games. Honestly, the SEO games have great music. I love it. especially Fatal Bullets. Fatal Bullets soundtrack, I fucking enjoy it so much. But I'm gonna save and quit here because I gotta change the difficulty before I get my ass beat. Because I don't want to die real quick. I want to level up first on normal difficulty or easy difficulty. I'll probably just do easy difficulty, but yeah. But yeah, Fatal Bullet, pretty fucking awesome game. Just, I'd say give it a chance. Not the best game in the world, obviously, and it has some shortcomings. But I'd say it's still worth a shot if you're looking for something out there to try out for a little bit and get a taste of. I'd say give it a shot. You can get it on Xbox Game Pass, you can try it out on PC if it's on there, I believe it is, I don't remember. It's also on Switch and then PS4. And on PS4 and Xbox, I don't know if the demo is also on Switch, but on PS4 and Xbox there is a demo version that you could try out, which will let you play up to a certain character level. I don't remember what level that you'd have to reach before you can't continue with the story in the demo or whatever. I don't remember, but I'd say it's still worth a shot no matter what. Yeah, then I'm gonna yeah, as far as character creation systems go in games, I feel like some of the best character creation systems in games that have come out in recent years, not including remasters, I'd say some of the best character creation systems in games, I would have to say Code Vein is definitely up there. Fantastic character creation system. You can easily spend like 2 hours on that shit because, oh my god, they have a shit ton of options to choose from. Not to mention there's barely any fucking presets in that one. And yeah, Code Vein, I love that game to death. No matter what. Code Vein, I always gotta recommend Code Vein no matter what. If you're into like games like Dark Souls or anything else like that, but want more of an anime style, or just something random to chew on for a bit that's not too hard or not as difficult like Bloodborne or Dark Souls, then definitely check out Code Vein. If you want to scratch that itch but not to get your ass beat too much, except by the bosses, then check out Code Vein, because Code Vein, great combat system, you can swap your classes on the fly without worry. You can just press the pause button and bring up that menu and then go to classes, and then you can easily swap them out with different class code, blood codes, which is what they're called, and you can switch what skills each blood code has and whatnot. You get a lot of customization features in the class system of that game, with building your loadouts, using different weapons. You can even re-customize your character over and over. You can even change your gender again if you want to swap back and forth between male or female. You can set up character presets, character appearances, and different stuff like that. You can do a bunch of shit with the customization system in Code Vein, and that's one of the reasons why I love it so much, because there's so much variety and diversity with that game. It's unfucking believable how they actually managed to do that with a company such as Bandai Namco. Because we all know how Bandai Namco likes to fuck shit up. But the developers for Code Vein Shift are actually the God Eater developers, and after seeing what God Eater can do with character customization in games with God Eater, they did okay with character customization in God Eater from what I've played. And when I noticed that they're the same developers as God Eater for Code Vein, then I was like, huh. Code Vein has a really great character creation system. They seem to have improved on some things. And that's one of the things that really surprised me. And with Code Vein, I ended up getting a really interesting game. Great graphics, fantastic combat, interesting characters and story, world building that was really cool. You'd feel bad for some of the characters, like when you go through their memory vestiges, which are skippable cutscenes basically, if you want to skip them, but I'd recommend at least going through them to learn about the characters. And the game's got a lot of lore, like some really interesting lore, and that's why I like Code Vein a lot. Now that's something I would say you should get with the Fatal Bullet. Not too much anyway, but you definitely be getting a decent character creation system, some fun combat at least, and yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of JRPGs out there and whatnot that I've checked out over the years that I've really enjoyed, such as Code Vein, Fatal Bullet. I won't lie, I do enjoy playing Fatal Bullet. And recently I've been playing Freedom Wars on my Vita, checking that out a little bit, seeing what I like about it, and so far Freedom Wars is pretty good too. It's got a pretty nice character creation system and whatnot. And on Xbox One, since it got on there, Phantasy Star Online 2, that game was pretty cool. I love that game's character creation system. Got a lot of free reign on that one. And hello to the viewers who just joined. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm just gonna be playing some Fatal Bullet. And they left. Every time. Yeah, whatever. But yeah. Sweet Fatal Bullet, sweet Fatal Bullet. Yeah, there's something about Fatal Bullet that still keeps me going. I don't know what it is though. But yeah, I'd say if like you're someone out there who wants to get into RPGs or stuff like that, wants to try something that has like character customization or combat customization stuff, definitely check out Code Vein. As far as looter shooters go, Fatal Bullet I could recommend if you want like something that's not too bad, at least has fun combat and something that's at least challenging enough. If you're not looking for like if you're looking for something that has good, if you're looking for something that has like a decent shooting mechanics and whatnot, I'd definitely check out Fatal Bullet if you want a looter shooter but aren't worried about the story too much or characters or whatever. Or if you just want an SEO game to play, I'd definitely say Fatal Bullet is a pretty decent SEO game. It's definitely a third place out of all of them, out of the ones I've played, in terms of my rankings of the games. Another great game out there that I could easily recommend to someone who wants to try out JRPGs or whatever would have to be Persona 5 Royal or Persona 5 the original. I'd say Persona 5 Royal because, well, it's basically the definitive way to play Persona 5 because of the vast amount of improvements that they did for the quality of life improvements, what they changed for mechanics, the added story beats, the new music tracks, the 2 new characters, the new abilities to have in the game. Fatal Bullet, no, not Fatal Bullet, Persona 5 Royal, definitely a great JRPG to play. At the very top of my list, no matter what. Even above Code Vein. I know. It's Persona 5. What do you expect from me? But yeah, I'd definitely say Fatal Bullet, Code Vein, Persona 5 Royal. I'd say that's not too bad of a JRPG triple pack, if you want to call it that. But yeah, there's some really fun JRPGs out there. And then as far as other games out there, like shooting games or like first or third person shooters, Sniper Elite 4 or 3, one of those two, or both. Those two are pretty good games. Sniper Elite 3 is my first in that series. I think it's a pretty cool game. Sniper Elite 3 has you like in Africa or something. I think it was Africa, somewhere in Africa or whatever. But that game's pretty cool. Sniping mechanics in that game have some really cool bullet ballistics. You also got to worry about the wind, the distancing, and stuff like that. Honestly, Sniper Elite 3 and 4, both of them are really fucking cool. And you customize your loadout by like changing the scopes out and whatnot. You can also do a whole bunch of other stuff in Sniper Elite. Honestly, Sniper Elite is also pretty fun for co-op and multiplayer. I'd say it's a pretty cool game to check out. So definitely check out Sniper Elite if you want some like guns and whatnot. Like if you're into sniping, then definitely check out Sniper Elite 3 and 4. Both of them are really awesome in their own right. And feel free to get this brand new game, Die of 1,000 Bullets 101. Yeah, that's basically what I just felt right there. Oh my god, die already, fucker. But yeah, Sniper Elite 3 and 4, pretty good games. Code Vein, Persona 5 Royal. Trying to think. Indivisible, I've played that one on the Xbox One. That's a really great 2D platforming kind of fighting game, JRPG, or not JRPG, just RPG. That one's a pretty good game. Indivisible is like a bunch of different characters to fight with in the game, in combat. You can also go on different side quests for each character to learn more about their characters and follow their own quests. And the art style in that game is beautiful. I mean, holy shit, they put a lot of work into it. And it makes sense because it's the same team that made Skullgirls, Lab Zero. And Lab Zero Games did a fantastic job with Indivisible. And I really like the art style a lot that they have with Indivisible and Skullgirls. And those two games in general are really fucking awesome. And it's really interesting too with Indivisible because I'm really gonna fucking die. No, no, fuck. Fuck this shit. No. Get your ass up, bitch. Get your ass up. No. There it is. But yeah, as I was saying, Indivisible is pretty cool because they implemented like some kind of fighting mechanic or whatever. It's kind of like a fighting game. I don't know how to explain it. When you go into combat in the game, you still get like a 2D view like you would a fighting game kind of, Like if like you have one character on the left side in your own like I don't know how to fucking explain it. Look it up on YouTube. Or I just get the game on PS4 or whatever, so I can stream it using that, or stream it on Xbox One or whatever, somehow get that through YouTube or whatever. But point is, Indivisible is really fucking cool. A lot of people dock on it for no fucking reason, don't even try to be open-minded and shit, check it out. That's what a lot of fucking degenerate gamers are these days. A lot of them, really. The younger generation, as we call them. I sound like a fucking boomer when I say that, what the fuck. But yeah, Indivisible is pretty cool game. I love the art style in that game. The combat really fun. The mechanics are really cool. And the boss fights in Indivisible, holy shit. And the story and characters are great too, honestly. And when you do each character quest in the game, you can like just find so many cool characters in that game and play through their character quests and learn about who they are, where they came from, who some of their buddies were, what happened to them during some of their lifetimes or whatever. Indivisible's great game. Great game right there, honestly. Indivisible, fantastic game. I just can't recommend that game enough. Trying to military legend. Hello, whoever joined. Hope you enjoyed the stream. But yeah, there's a lot of games out there that I love so much. I gotta check my phone real quick to get it on stream. Shit. Okay. Oh, someone put a like on the stream, okay. That's nice. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and get to this. What am I trying to... I should work on my stats. Let's go ahead and do dexterity. And then, I'm gonna buy shit. Even though I don't have much. I don't know what weapon I'm gonna go with. I'm tired. I'll probably just go to sleep, honestly. Might end the stream, I don't know. I'll play a little bit more, though. I'm not tired, that's the problem. Really fucking tired. What fucking weapon do I go with? God damn it. I need better weapons, but what do I fucking get? You know what, I could go for the Siegfried. Hello, whoever else tuned in. I hope you enjoyed the stream, but it doesn't show there on my phone. Oh shit. 3 viewers, huh? Holy shit. Well, one of them's me on my phone, of course, just to moderate the stream. But, yeah. I'm gonna get this weapon. Okay. Oh, no, I don't have enough left. Ooh, that's the problem. I gotta sell my weapons then. I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh! No, I think I just bought a weapon for no reason. Wait, no, that's not the case. I'm still okay, I can use some of these weapons then. What do these look like? I'll go with that. And then that. Oh, I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I don't know. My mind's trying to refresh and everything. That's what I'm trying to deal with here. I just gotta figure out what shit I'm gonna get. Because it's been too long since I've last played this legitimately. Oh god. Damn, I still need to take out that guy. Shit. You know, let's go fucking do that. Let's go do that. But first, I gotta work on my skill sets. For healing bullet 1, armor form, and then that also with that. I'm gonna get Lavender skills. I'm gonna get her that one. What the? How are the proficiencies with them maxed out already? What the fuck? I just bought them for her though. She shouldn't have them maxed out yet. Not when I just bought them. What the fuck? That makes no sense. Since when does it max out the proficiency right when I buy the skill? That makes no sense. I do not remember that whatsoever. What in the world? Since when the hell does that happen? I gotta do another review at some point. Damn it. I just don't know what game to review at this point though. Plus my mic might be dying at some point. I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna wear out on me. Well, time for combat. Again. And hopefully I don't die this time. And I'm gonna make sure I don't talk during the combat, because at that point I can't focus on the game. I just then start focusing on what I say at that point. I don't wanna lose focus at all. Come on, Kureha! I was gonna kick his ass. What the fuck? God damn it, Kureha. I wanted to kick his ass. No, I don't need to go that way. I need to go this way, take out those fuckers that killed me earlier. Yeah, these guys. Gonna take their asses out. Wait, no, it wasn't these guys. It was the other guys with the bounty guy. Yeah, them. You ain't reviving no one, you son of a bitch. Yeah, that's right. Give me your shit. Alright. Gotta do no Code Vein stream at some point. I wonder if they'll do Code Vein on the Switch. That'd be really interesting. Playing Code Vein in the toilet paper section with all the Karens. That'd be fun as fuck. That'd be fucking hilarious, honestly. Playing Code Vein on Switch in the toilet paper section. I remember I made that joke in one of Pseudo Drifter's live streams at one point on my Leatherwolf account. Bitch, revive me! God damn it, Lavender, thank you. You almost fucking died, but one of them healed you. Wait, shit, I have Silica with me? Shit, no, I should have brought Silica with me. I think Silica's a healer, and there's not too many healers in this game for some fucking reason. So it's kind of up to the player at this point. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this now. I just haven't played for long enough yet, after all this time, to be honest, so gotta get back into it. Where are my teammates? Fucking... Are they... Bro. How have they not killed that level 17 yet? Come on, I don't... Oh, no. God... Fuck these bitches, man. Do they not know how to kill an enemy or some shit? God damn it. I only got 30 CP out of that. That's not gonna level me up enough. It's only gonna hit me 3 level up points. God damn it. Vitality is a really big problem right now, so I need to up that no matter what at this point. So I'll do that. Same thing for Lavender. I'm gonna do that for her. Now, the real problem I need to get to is who my teammates are. Shit, I don't have Zaliska on my team yet, because this new file, fuck. I could bring in, Rain. I'll bring Agil in as well. Let's see. Control facility. Come on. Gotta get up there. Oh shit.
トレジャーボックスがあるな。敵を発見したぞ。この程度か。マスター、狙いどころだ。最高ですよ。
God damn it, everything's in my fucking way now. God damn it.
狙うなら今だよ。
No, you're not coming up here, motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. Sit the fuck down. You too, bro. God damn it. No, get down. No, no, no. Not coming up here. No. Yeah, that's right. Sit down. Do not mess with me. I will murder you to death. If only there was a fucking zoom option on the snipers in this game. God damn it. Cause I can't see well from far away, even with fucking glasses on. God damn it. I suck at sniping too. God. Finally. Man, if I ever have a PlayStation TV at some point, I could use that to play Freedom Wars on my TV. Probably do some recording stuff with that too if I ever want to. That'd be cool.
アバシス助かった。ありがとう。すごいよ、すごいよ。任せておけ。トレジャーボックスだ。やるな。素晴らしいです。
Shit, no wrong button. God damn it. Just waste ammo. God damn it.
賞金首発見。注意。遊んであげる。そんな。この程度か。そうかな。遊んであげる。出ますか。狙いどころだ。すごいよ。アバシス助かった。ありがとう。炎上してる。今だね。出ますか。狙いどころだ。すごいよ。最高ですよ。デールちゃん。
Alright, sniper time.
制圧したぞ。素晴らしいです。任せておけ。おしまい。これでおしまい。
Yeah, piece of shit.
姉ちゃん、ありがとう。
Suck on that
期待してたよ。
motherfucker.
素晴らしいです。
Died like 15 fucking times
さすがだ。
just to take his ass down.
素晴らしいです。
Man, now I'm thinking of Dead Trigger right now. That one mobile zombie game that took place like during 2013 during some like zombie time or whatever. It was an interesting game, not gonna lie. But then I got stuck on this one part where like I beat the fucking boss fight, but then the game wouldn't progress forward with the story or whatever. It just had me repeat the fucking mission. It was an interesting game nonetheless.
ありがとう。
Zombie game, mobile, but interesting nonetheless. I really don't like having it. Alright, dickweeds, time for you to die. Oh hell no, you did not just shoot me.
アバシス助かった。ありがとう。最高ですよ。
Yeah, that's right, we kick your ass, motherfuckers. Fuck yeah. Oh wait, they got an item there. I can barely see the item icon on the minimap because I'm so far away from the TV. Goddamn. Stream's delayed on my phone though. I don't care. Just want to take these guys out at least.
ありがとうございます。ブレイズ
ナイスだ。
クリーンヒット決まった。
やるな。
これでおしまい。見つけた。別のエネミーにしない。
Oh shit, that's an instant knockout.
素晴らしいです。
Thank you, Lavender. But prioritize revive. Just keep prioritizing you. Thank you. Sometimes AI in this game doesn't work. But they end up fixing it a little bit. They only fixed it a little bit.
別のエネミーに
Only a little bit. It's not the best AI in a video game in the world. It could have been, but they didn't do that. At least in Code Vein, it's not shit. Except for when you're trying to get them to prioritize revival in that game. Not gonna lie. But each game has its flaws.
あのエネミーは危険ですわよ。
There's no way we're gonna beat his ass. God damn it.
炎上してる。
Thank you, Lavender.
最高ですよ。
Thank you. Now let's go ahead and get our asses beat, because we're not gonna be the same here.
そうでしょう。
任せておけ。デバフか。狙いどころだ。
すぐにフォローいたします。回復しますわ。
I'm not risking that. I'm gonna return to base. I think I'm gonna end the stream here after that, once I get my shit checked. Yep, that's a good level, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't think I'm gonna do online co-op or anything. Because fucking Corona won't quit messing with my internet. Oh, the phone's gonna die, it's at 9%. Alright, well, I'm gonna end it here. Just gonna, I gotta fucking... I didn't need to teleport here, I had to teleport to my home base. After customization so I can save the progress. I need to spend the CP first. Alright, got that. And then... Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here, I'm getting tired. Well, thanks to those who tuned in and listened to me talk about games and whatnot. I don't know, I just randomly do streams since I haven't been doing much on my channel recently, but at some point I'll go back to doing a Persona 5 Royal for the stream. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. Wolf Dog out.